Yo, what is going on, everyone? I have this subject I want to talk about today because I have a friend of mine. I have two friends actually that have been playing the game, but recently they have been getting bored of it, and one of them even like kind of quit, or he's just like he feels like the game is too repetitive to come back to it. So let's just talk about some things today, and let's get into it. Okay, so what I basically want to talk about today is the feeling of there being nothing to do in the game, right? So when you're at this point, I'm at this point to where I've pretty much explored everything. I still have some things to explore. I'm at level 62. All I'm pretty much doing is just on a day-to-day basis get my XP. All I'm pretty much doing is I'm doing my dailies, right? I am using my vitality, and if I'm want to do a frontier clash, or if I want to do a void rift, I do it PvP. I'll do a couple games here and there, and that is basically all I'm doing in the game. If I want to explore and find the rest, I can do the story if I want, but that's pretty much what I'm doing. So I'm pretty like all I have to do in the game is pretty much get on for about 30 minutes, 40 minutes max, and then get off, right? So for my friends, what they told me was it feels like doing this just every day, getting on and just doing the same thing over and over and over again feels repetitive and it just gets boring. So let me just give you some information about like how we played, right? So the game came out. What most people did, or what a lot of people do when they like find a new game, people wanted a new game, right? People that play these type of games. So you explored everything on like the first days. You just grind heavy. You play 10 hours a day, 10, 12 hours. You explore everything. You get everything. You max out the story, and you're like back in the day. I can't say back in the day now, but the first couple weeks, you pretty much were capped out on XP, right? Just like if I cap out at 2.7, I can't continue. I have to wait until the next day. So I'm pretty much there's nothing else for me to do in the game except for PvP and like bygone, because from the other things you get XP and you're pretty much wasting it if you do anything, if you explore whatever, right? You're pretty much wasting it. So right now it's 2.7 million for me. So I have a lot of XP to do. Like I have a lot of things I need to do to level up. But in the beginning, it wasn't like this. In the beginning, you were capped out at like, I don't know, it was like 50K, 70K, 100K. You can get 70 to like, you can get 50 to 100K really, really easy. You can get that in literally a day. Like it took a couple hours actually, like to get that. It was so easy. So that made it to where if you played the game which you wanted to do, you were pretty much wasting XP. And if you waste XP, that's never a good thing, right? So you pretty much just get off the game. So now on the next day, you kind of feel forced to get on the game and pretty much do your XP. Because if you don't, the level gap is just gonna keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And let's say we get to, like, let's say you're not level 60 yet, right? You're not able to do disjoint operations to get gold gear. And you're seeing all these other people, they are getting the gold gear. So on the other side, that could be like a motivational reason as well. But what you guys have to know is in these type of games, these kind of type of like gacha games, whatever, like when you reach the end game, I wouldn't say this is the end game, but it kind of already is. And it's a good thing that we're getting the new update. So kind of not really end game, but for now you can kind of see it as end game. But all it pretty much comes down to is what I just said, is you get on, you do your dailies, you spend your vitality doing whatever, getting resources, using this on getting matrices and getting gear, and that is pretty much it. Like that's it. You play about for 30 days. That's how it is on Genshin. That's how it is on a lot of games. And I can understand why that can feel repetitive, because let's say a new event does come out, right? Let's say this event. You can do 2v2 arena. And by the way, this 2v2 arena is so terrible. I tried playing it on stream today. It was just laggy, okay? But this is also more of the same thing. In this one, all you're doing is just you're getting in and you're just killing enemies, and that's it, right? Like let's go over actually what you can do in the game. Dailies, you just kill some enemies, you're done, right? Ruins, you go in, kill some enemies, you're done. And all there is to it is, it's all these stages are unique, But once you do them, all there is it's just they're getting harder. Like the enemies are just getting higher levels. Killing enemies. This is kind of interesting. I guess you gotta find someone's Onion beacon. You gotta place your own one down, but it's not that interesting. Killing enemies that just scale higher every time. Killing enemies, and you can just literally auto this. This is the thing you're gonna be doing most of the time. You can just auto this. You can even auto this, but I wouldn't do that. Like this one is interesting because the last difficulty, it's not easy. You will probably have to do it manually. But even after a couple times, after you've cleared every stage, it's just gets repetitive. Like it's the same stage over and over and over again. Like it really is. Then you got the Bygone. It's just the same enemies, but they're just stronger. Like I find it fun, but I can understand why it would like you would see it as boring. Frontier Clash, you're just fighting a couple bosses. That's it. You're just fighting enemies you've already fought before, and you just keep fighting them. Void Rifts, it's interesting. You can collect buffs and then fight a boss. So you're pretty much just killing some enemies and then fighting a boss. Like are you guys understanding where I'm coming from? This is pretty much the same. Like these two things are the same thing, but you're just doing this solo. So I can understand where someone that would have like wants to play the game and do different stuff. Like I don't know. I can just understand where they are coming from because it just feels repetitive. And in the beginning, they weren't able to play as much, right? But this is a case of a lot of players, they want to go to a game, they want to play it, right? And they want to finish it. And this is not a game right now because there's a lot of new stuff that is going to come out. This is not a game to where you can just get on, finish it in a couple days, like 5 days, and then be done. Like it is going to last. There's gonna be way more new game modes, and hopefully people will see those things and come back. Like it is okay to take a break from the game. You're not gonna get punished if you take a couple days off. Like I have some people on my friends list. I have this guy, Subarashi. He's just chilling. Like I always play with him, and he's level 56 right now. And whenever he decides to come back, he can just hit level 62 or whatever it is when he comes back. Like there's no rush. You don't have to play every day, all day. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just rambling about nothing, but I just wanted to talk about this today. Let me know in the comments how you guys feel about it. If you are getting bored about the game, or if you're not, if you feel like the game is repetitive and they should add more things, which hopefully they will in future patches and updates. Anyways, that's going to be it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you're new, be sure to leave a like and a sub, and I'll see you guys in the next one.